All right, hello. I am a Shopify store owner, and I am making this video for um, the people that I'm sending this to for on Fiverr for the services of working on my Shopify store and the theme, and to customize it, and to the way that I want it to be customized. So instead of sending you a long text message of what I want done, I'd rather do a video because it does get complicated. Me trying to explain it over the text message or anything. So, obviously I saw um, some of your, services and post ads on Fiverr, and you guys do services for customizations, and you guys already have like a set fee for certain things, and set revisions, and could be from 10 to 60 to $70 worth of basic, standard, or premium type of services, right? So, but I'm not too sure if this is a customized one. It's just more the same service you guys provide. I just didn't know how to explain it on text. It's more, verbal, which you can understand it a lot more. So we don't have to keep going back and forth and, explaining, this and this and that. So in this video, I'm going to just explain what I need done, and you guys can let me know if the services you guys provide, obviously it is, but who knows, maybe you guys think differently. The services that you provide are what I am looking for, and what you guys have already posted on Fiverr, and the standard, basic, and premium fees that you guys already have are the same, are going to be the same as I'm going to be paying, or is it going to be like basically a customized type of fee? Because most of you guys have for your ads where you are going to be adding products as well, like adding maybe from 5 to 10 to 20 products to the store. Well, to me, I don't need the product adding. What I need is just basically the theme customization to what I need it to be done, and that's it. That all I need is just my theme customization, and um, also having my departments set up, and my navigation set up, and my pages, like my contact us page, and my you know refund policy page, and all of them just set up in their place where everything needs to be and just looks professional. So then I can start adding products of my own. So that's one service gone from most of the services that you guys provide. Says that you guys will add products, 10 to 20 products for me, but I don't need that, so that's totally fine with me, right? And revisions, that's something like, if your final product is done, and then when I look at it, and then we'll talk more about that back and forth. But so I have downloaded a theme that I have found that I've been looking for a general store, for my store. So this is my store right here, and this is on Shopify customization theme, right? So the theme that I have bought, it's called Netro Store, right? And they have 5 different layouts. So the layout that I want my website to look like, the theme that I bought, obviously, I want my layout to look like number 5, right? So this is number 5, right? It looks like this. Why mine looks different, right? I'm using layout number 2 because when I was trying to edit layout number 5 on my customization, right, to look like this, right? But there were some problems with the colors and stuff. So what I did, right, what I wanted, basically this color. So let me just go to home number 2 and just show you. So I have to point out and stuff. So what I want is basically this color background right here to be like that. That's what I did to mine. That's what I did, right? And obviously this up here, I want the same type of background because when I'm publishing my store, it's going to be during the Christmas type of, it's going to be like near the end of November. So it's going to be the Christmas theme and type of stuff. So I do want this background and this saying right here, but this changed that to, I would say 40% on everything. But the picture, since I don't sell electronics like these, right? Obviously, if you guys are experts in Shopify, you would understand that there are rules and regulations of selling some stuff on electronics, and it is prohibited in some of the Shopify payments. So I don't sell Xboxes and controllers and stuff. So maybe the electronics that I would sell would be more like headphones. So I have collections as well that you guys will have access to on my Shopify staff account. You will see whoever I go with will see all the collections that I have already added from a long time. Those are the collections that I'm going to be adding products to. So you can kind of get a hint or kind of get an idea of what images you want to use, that are related to the products that I have in my store. You don't want to put like, Apple Watch, and then I don't sell an Apple Watch, so it doesn't really make any sense to do that. So obviously it doesn't make sense for this to be here, right? So obviously the same type of, image here, same like sayings, obviously 40%, but this, change that to a different thing. Maybe look at the collections that I have or the departments that I want to sell and kind of get an idea of what picture you want to add on there, and then just repost that according to whatever image size that is. I think you would have to save image and then redo that, but kind of figure out like save image and then go on to file and then go on to properties, figure out what the dimensions of that image is, and then kind of I think like crop that out, or maybe try to make that again and get another picture, high quality picture, and put that there, and then re-upload it back onto the store and right up there, right? So what I had the theme number 5 that I want my layout to look like as my store, but I had some color problems with these things. So what I decided to do is I uploaded theme number 2, right? But I was just gonna change everything else into theme number 5 type of style. So what I want obviously in my store, obviously my logo is already here, so that's fine. My logo is going to be in the saved files area, so whenever you want to upload something, you should see the Legacy Pro. But if you don't, you guys, whoever that I go with, can always ask, and I could provide the file of my my logo. So obviously I want my shop by department. This is just a test thing. I want my shop by department, right? Just as number 2. See, number 5 layout, when I go to home and I go number 5, it doesn't have shop by department, it has a mega menu, but I don't want a mega menu. I do want shop by department because it is more useful and much more easier for people, and it looks more professional. So everything else is perfect. Obviously over here I already have premium delivery, whatever I already had, but I don't want any of this onto my store. But I do want contact us obviously up there, and I do want, I think just like contact us, and then if you guys think that I should have another page up here that is for shipping page or track my order page or whatever it is that I should have there, obviously just go ahead and put that up there, that you think that I should have it there, because you guys are more experts than I am on editing all this. That's why I'm going along and hiring one of you to do this, and I'm very grateful for that. Okay, so obviously here on the layout number 2, right, they have their own little examples that they show you. So what I wanted to show you is one of the things that I really want is to look like this. That's what I want my shop by departments, obviously that's what I wanted to say, to look like, right? I have all my collections, but I have, right? So what I call these like, these are the departments. The collections that I have are obviously the I call them subcategories. And then like when you, like let's say you hover over this, for instance, right? These things on top, these are like basically the title. So like these are departments, these are what's in the departments, and these are matching these little things. So what I call these like, I call these like menus or categories. So department, category, and then subcategory. So basically defining the category and filtering it out like more than just, clicking phone and tablets and just going into general and finding everything in there. right? So like obviously like that. So that's what I want my stuff to be, right? So if you have, so in mine, I have a document that I will also be providing, um, a Google Doc that I will be providing. So what I have on here, right? Women's clothing, that will be the department. That will be basically what will show here. So everything that is bold and, you know, obviously larger in letters, and obviously doesn't have an underline or anything, that is the department. This is the category, and this is the subcategories, right? So basically, obviously, if you put women's clothing when you're editing the shop by departments, this is how it's going to look like. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5. So that's 5 different types of categories and many different types of subcategories to look like. So basically, let's say, for instance, this says women's clothing, and then you go in here, and then the ones that you see, those are the categories up here, and then underneath it is all the subcategories that you have, right? So hot categories would be something, you know, instead of phone tabs, obviously it would say hot categories here, and then accessories, and then hair or bottoms, and then outerwear, and then jackets, and then obviously the subcategories for them underneath it, right? So that's what I want. There's also the other stuff. There's men's clothing, that's another department, and then obviously the second stuff underneath, you know, and jewelry and watches, that's another department. You already know, having all these other ones, categories and subcategories. Home and garden is another one, you know, but it doesn't have, you know, too much of what do you call them, it doesn't have too much of subcategories and categories itself. So it can just be like this one, how it doesn't just pop up and it has all these different things, right? Because it only has, you know, one category. So it could just be like this, right? But obviously for the other ones that have, you know, like this, the categories underlined, you know, they obviously need to be, you know, like this one. They obviously need to be looking like this, right? That's what I want. So it's, if they have that underline, right? So if it's big letters and not underlined, it means it's a department like men's clothing, jewelry, home and garden, and women's clothing. If it has an underline and it's bold, it's going to be the category's title, right? Obviously, if you click on it, you know, it's not going to go anywhere. It shouldn't go anywhere because it should be like just a title. And then underneath, the small ones like these right here, those are subcategories. So those are going to be these little things. Those are subcategories. So that's how I want my shop by department to look like, right? If it has many of these underneath the department, it means it should look like this, right? Like that. But if it doesn't and it only has one, like home and garden, I think home and gardening is the only one that has it, right? It has only this, it should look like this, like that, right? Also, another thing is, for all the ones that are going to be looking like this, right? I do want a picture like this. Like, I love the way how there's a picture explaining whatever the department, like it doesn't explain, but it's like, it's related to the department that you're looking into, and it's kind of like faded, you know, like it's all white and then it's like faded in, kind of like, you know, like it's in the background. It doesn't block, you know, too much. So for the ones that are going to be looking like this, all the departments that are going to look like this, I do want all of them to have a picture kind of in the corner somewhere, you know, not blocking the wording for them, for people, for customers not to be able to see them. And I do want this type of style of like fade in and fade out, whatever. But I do want all the pictures that are going to be on the website going to be high definition. I also do want, if it's possible for you guys and not too much work, to send me all the files once, you know, I have the order completed and everything is good. I do want all the files of all the pictures that you guys end up using, because, you know, just in case I want to go back and, you know, reuse it, I want to go and find it, or want to go and use another picture and then bring that picture back and use it again. You know, I do want that, if you guys can do that and that is possible. So that is for the departments, right? I've explained all the right? Home and garden, shoes and bags, right? They all have their little subcategories. Only home and garden is probably going to be the one that has like nothing, basically just home and garden and then just like one line and then that's it, right? Kids and baby, right? Boys and clothing, makeup, nail art, stores, and then men's grooming is just going to be in skin and hair care. I just highlighted it because it's part of this skin and hair care, right? So men's grooming is just part of this, and then it's just going to basically like skin hair care. Then men's grooming is in there because it's just a general thing. It doesn't need to be its own little category or department, right? And then what I also want, all my collections have either, why they're all called men is because it lets me know that, okay, when I'm adding product, men's trench coat, women's trench coat, right? But obviously the name, when I create it in navigation, I'm just going to be putting as the title trench coat, right? The collection is called men's trench coat, but that's not what's going to be showing, right? The collection, you can make the collection the same as the title, but obviously the title is going to be called trench coat, right? So when I add products, I just put in men's trench coat, but then the title, I'm going to be putting in trench coat so that when I do upload it to the store, it's not going to go into the store and then have, men's trench coat. It's just going to say trench coat. You're just going to automatically know it's for men's because it's in like the men's department or something like that, right? So you're going to outerwear and jackets. You're already going to know that, okay, outerwear and jackets for men's clothing. If it's in men's clothing, you obviously already know you're looking in the men's trench coats, right? You're not, it's not a general thing. We're not trying to make people confused and customers confused. So what I do want is if in the collections to go and fix all the men's, women's, kids, babies, whatever it is, to all have hyphens like this one. This one doesn't have it. Men's, MENS, MEN, and then hyphen S. I want all of them to look like that. Have the hyphen and then the S, because it's much better when I do that, because it's much more because a lot of them, all the collections are kind of confusing when I'm adding products and I put in the collection to put the products into that collection. I'm gonna have to like start guessing, okay, does it have a hyphen, does it not, right? And it's just gonna make life even more confusing. So if it's possible for you guys to, or whoever that I choose, to go into the collections as well, to edit all the collections and just put hyphen in front of all of them, because when you go into collections, it's going to say collection title, men's trench coat, and then it's going to also say product tag, same as or whatever at the bottom, and then you have to change that one as well, right? So when you do that, the title, men's hyphen suits and blazer for collection, on the bottom of the collection, it's going to say product tag. You guys already know how the collection pages looks like when you're editing them. It's going to say at the bottom product tag, same or similar to, forgot what it says, and then it's going to say the title again, which is, you're going to change that one as well to men's hyphenated S, right? So I do want all of them to be hyphenated, women's, obviously hyphen S, and then there's also the babies, right? Baby pants, baby babies accessories, baby swimwear. So for the baby, you don't need to put an S because, baby dresses, baby rompers, you don't need to say babies. But for, girls, obviously for like babies first walkers, baby first walkers, baby and then hyphen S makes sense to, for first walkers. And then girls and boys, I do want hyphens. Kids as well. Boys, men's, women's, yeah, those are another thing that I need done as well. For a baby, you don't need to put it, but for obviously babies first walkers, kind of makes sense to put hyphen S. So that's another thing. So I'm done with collections. So for the slideshow, this is number 2 that we're looking at, the layout example. For the slideshow, I do want 4 different types of pictures that are very high quality. Obviously, it tells you the dimensions when you're editing, the the layout and everything. It tells you, 1740 by whatever it is, and 562, and then with all of them. But the slideshow, I do really, really want to have 4 different pictures, very high quality pictures, and I want them related to the products I sell or something, right? Because like, look at how like nice and high quality this picture is. It's blending into the background of blue, and then obviously there's a letter, get it now or something, right? I do want 4, like I love how it looks. Like right now, this is a beautiful picture of the Apple Watch, Apple Special Edition, get it now, and there's like a little wording. And it's very, very high quality. Like look at this type of effect of like, the background shade of there, right? And then there's like, it's really nice. It's really, really high quality pictures that, they give you as a layout. And, I want the same thing. I want high quality pictures of products that I'm selling or something that relates to the store and, or the season, because it's going to be Christmas when I'm uploading. So something related to the season, something related to the products, or it could be products, that I'm going to be selling. You can get that idea by looking at the collections or the departments that I'm going to be selling, right? That's what I want. And obviously I do want the files for all the pictures that I'm going to be getting for the whole store. And I do want 4, not 3, like how it shows. And the speed of this should be about like 5 to 6 seconds per slide, I think. This I don't need, this thing right here, because I'm like, it's cool to have this, but I'm not really doing a members discount at this time. I'm going to be doing that later on, so I don't need to be putting this whole thing right now. And for these pictures, I really, really like the background of these because they pop and they catch your eye very, very easily, right? Obviously, if you guys think, differently or otherwise, you guys can use different colors that kind of pop and catch people's eyes. But I like them because they're not too bright, they're not too shiny when you're looking at the screen. It catches your eyes when you're scrolling down. Obviously I don't sell any of these. I don't sell TVs, I don't sell phones or cameras. I don't sell like any of these. So if you guys can take the same background or have your own type of background, you guys can create your own background and put pictures of products, obviously with the wording as well. You save whatever. You can put 5% off, you can put 10% off, you can put 20%, because when I'm opening, the whole store is going to be 20% off everything, right? Or actually put 30%, and for that top one that you put up here, put 30%, up to 30% on everything, right? So 30% off everything, and then everything that you're going to be putting, like let's say you put headphones here, furniture here, dresses here, or shoes or something like that here, and then you put like best selling or something, a nice wording, and then you save sale up to 40% or sale up to 30%. I'm putting 30% only because the whole store is going to be 30% off. So like sale up to 30%, or you can put something else here, or like you could save $10.99, something like that. I do want three of these pictures, best selling or whatever you can say, and different pictures of collections or the products that I'm going to be selling. Your idea, you think of an idea that you want to put in there, what product you want to put in there, or what something that you want to put in there. You know how it kind of does that little square effect? I don't want really any of that effect. I just wanted to, like if you go over it, that's how it's going to go. So obviously for Discover Now, you can, if you wanted to go to something, you already know how to link it to the specific collection that you wanted to go to, right? And then underneath, obviously, is this number 5? Yeah, this is number 5 that we're doing. Obviously underneath, daily deals, which is really interesting to have because, obviously every day that I'm going to have one specific product or one specific department that I'm going to have more of a deal than the rest. So I do want it like this, daily deals, right? It has that over here as well. You can add it on when you go to add sections and stuff, right? It's called daily deals, somewhere around here. Let me just see where that is. So Pro Video Collection. So product deals, it's when you add that in, I think it should say, you know, product deals or something like that. Product tabs. Right? So when you do that, it's just something like every time I click onto this, like let's say I'm product deals add, you know, and then I'm trying to edit it. And I put in, let's say, like a collection and column, you know. So like test out with the whole theme, see what, basically I will give you the website to go and look at home number 5, which is the example layout that I want, right? That is how I want the store to look like. So, and then I will obviously give you the staff account to go into here. And I will have Uberloo set up for the free, obviously, account for you guys to be able to like test out things, like put in a product, like 2, 3, 4 products for you guys to just test out that, you know, the product deals works, or the shop by the categories work, or the beauty or health, so that you can see how, you know, it looks like, you know, like you can actually put a, you know, some products in, like 2, 3 products to see, okay, so it looks like this, you know, it looks good, you know, it's working. So I do want my product deals, my daily deals to look like this, have that little 3D thing. Add to cart, you know, hours, you don't need to have that, or you can if you want to, it, you know, it's up to you. I'm pretty sure that's more like something you add in tags or something, but I do want it like this, right? And then I'm pretty sure this comes with the little CAD section that you add on. That's really nice. I like that as well. And then home number 5 comes like this as well. Other little small ones, you can put your departments here. So it's like electronic department, clothing department, and then you have the home and garden department, you have the beauty department. So I do want, what is that? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I do want exactly what's on this website over there on mine, right? Obviously, you know, different pictures and, you know, different style. So the pictures, up to you guys again. Obviously, this effect, I don't like that little square thing. But obviously, the pictures are up to you. Very high definition, high quality pictures with whatever type of saying that you want. Maybe it could be obviously accessories, Apple, you know, obviously, you know, something related to the category that's going to be up here. So let's say I have men's clothing here, right? Or apparel or whatever it could be. That picture that you put here, right, could be related to that product or that department, right? And obviously it has, you know, how it has the arrows and different little things. I like, you know, how it changes to the second picture. I like that, you know, changes color here, you know, and then add to cart, or you can have a quick view, or you can just go to the next ones. And then you have your little subcategories here, or view all categories, right? I don't really think you need that over here. I'm just more of, you know, have all these categories right here, have the department's name, and you're good. That's it. That's how I want mine to like take that, basically that section, copy it and paste it onto mine. But obviously with my departments, my collections, and my products that I sell in, right? But I do want the colors of this whole theme to be the exact same. Like this orange and white and this blue and all the colors that are in here already are 100% perfect that I want. So the theme colors that I want are perfect. I don't want those to be changed, right? So I do like how, you know, it switches colors, you know, and everything else is here is good. And then, you know, the review little thing, stars are here, which is perfect. And I do like the sale button up here where it shows you that this is on sale. You know, I like that, you know, like it says sale here, it says sale here. So, and then obviously clothing and apparel and everything. It has the same type of layout, sale. You know, you hover over it, it tells you, pops up at the cart or quick view, right? You can go here and just go through it, right? So it's like different little things. So it's like you click it, you can just hover over it, it switches to the second picture, which is really cool. And then I'll select the options or quick view, right? And then under here, it's gonna have the picture, same thing as here, which is really good, right? So the picture is obviously related to the department that's here, which I do like the background color of the picture, which is really cool. And then, like some random people for, showing clothing and, about the department, and then whatever title that you put in there, which is really cool. And obviously, if you want to put a discount or anything, like I said, 30% is going to be on everything. That's the sale that I'm going to be adding once this, the store is done and published, right? And then obviously the third one, home and garden, right? The collections down here, the department's name, some of the pictures, and then, add to cart, quick view, little arrow, and then another picture, like I said, related to the thing. And then obviously another one, another picture. And then, I don't know about this section right here, Perfect MacBook. Maybe if you think that you can put another product here, or yeah, like another product or something. Maybe if you think you can do something with this section right here that can be related to the website or a product or something, that would be cool. If not, you can easily delete that. I don't mind. This little thing I don't need, so you can delete that. And for my footer, I do want my footer to look like this, right? I think there was one where it had more of different types of. Let me just look at home department number 2 and just let me see how that footer looks like. So let me just take this off. So home and department number 2 has more of, like a full-on, looking more of a professional footer. So what I do need is obviously my logo up here. I don't need the hotline. I don't need this. So whatever is on this part, I don't need, right? For information, our services, my account, shipping and payment and shipping, sign up for our newsletter. I do want that here. Obviously, that 40 plus subscribers, whatever, obviously that is not true. So you can change that to just say join and get a new discount coupon on every Saturday, but not every Saturday, but just say join and get a new discount coupon every week or something like that, right? I am going to be adding discounts every week. So you can say something like that, but obviously every Saturday or 40 plus subscribers, that's not really true. I do want this one, this payment right here. Or if you guys have another payment picture that you guys can upload yourselves, that obviously says Visa, PayPal, MasterCard, American Express, and Stripe, or whatever it is that Shopify payments are, that would be perfect. If you guys have already a picture of it, that'd be nice. If not, maybe you guys just copy and paste that one. That's totally fine, right? And obviously this copyright, you should say Legacy Pro, all rights reserved. I'm pretty sure it already says that. I think I've already done that, but I guess not. So you can do that. You can put in the name of the store, which is called Legacy Pro. You can see it right here, Legacy Pro. So LEGACYPRO, and then .ca. Okay, so my store is .ca, right? And then I do want my footer to look like this. That's what I like it as. So my information, customer service, you can just say contact us. Fax, I'm not too sure if you guys do want to do fax, maybe put in some random questions that customers would ask and then you put an answer to it. But if not, that's totally fine. Order tracking, I do want a page for that. Contact us. You could have just replaced that one. I don't need these two. Maybe if you can think of other pages that you guys can create for information, that'd be cool. Our services, I have this one. Your account, that'd be cool if you can have that over here. Terms and conditions, that can be here. If there should be any other pages that should go into our services and you guys can create that, that would be perfect. My account, obviously, about us. I don't need about us page. I would create that myself later on, but I don't need that. Delivery information, I do have a page for delivery information. Maybe if you guys can update that, or I don't know if I still have it, but if I don't, then maybe you guys can have a delivery information page for me. I do ship 2 to 3. It takes from 2 to 4 weeks to ship, and shipping is obviously free. And I only ship to specific, about 35 different countries that I will hand over to you, like, send that to you so that you know which countries that I sell, so that if you are making the page, delivery information page or shipping page, I will give that for you so that you can make it, right? Obviously, privacy, customer service, I'm not too sure about that. I think just contact us would be fine. And terms and conditions is already here, so you don't need that. But if there is any other pages that you guys think that should be here, create that, and that would be perfect. So payment and shipping, terms of use, I don't know about that. Maybe you can create that as well, but I don't really know what that has. Payment methods, obviously it's already right here, so I don't think that should be here. Shipping guide, I think delivery information should be over here, but who knows, right? Shipping guide, if you think any of these should actually be here, create that page, let me know, and I will tell you if you need to create it or not. You guys are the professionals, you guys do it, right? But if you could think that any other page should be here, that would be perfect if you guys can create that. So that's mostly it, to be honest. That's everything that I wanted explained all in this long video. And obviously, my account, checkout, shopping cart, or shopping cart's right here, so you don't need to put shipping cart. Welcome to customers, that's already there. Everything else is already there. Number 2. Oh, I'm already on number 2. Let me just go to number 5. Let me see if there's anything different on the top for number 5, right? So, yep, everything is good. So basically I'm just going to explain it again about, my layout. I want my layout to be like number 5, obviously the different colors like I explained in the beginning, and pictures, and the 3 pictures here, the daily deals to be there, this section to be there, and have 4 of those sections like these ones, and the pictures related to that department, and just having basically that same copy. It's like this whole theme example, copy and paste it into my own way, obviously with my own pictures and my own logo, and my own pages and my own collections, my own departments, so that's what I want. It's a nice theme. Obviously you guys can change that to your own, that if you think that you guys can put a product or put something that's related to my website here for this section, go ahead. If you don't, delete it. I don't have any personal issues with that. This pictures over here, obviously I don't need, so you can delete that one. And the footer should look like section number. So if you go over home number 2. Home number 2 has the best footer, so that's what I want my footer to look like. Obviously, I already explained how you guys should do it. I already have, right? So like that. Obviously, I don't need that. Change that to legacypro.ca. If you guys have your own, you guys can upload that, or you can just copy that and reuse it to my own Shopify customization theme. This, I want that over here, and then payment. So I want all 4 of these over here, and I do want, not all of them, but the ones that you think should be here. Obviously, contact us, order tracking, privacy, terms and conditions, delivery information, about not about us, but terms and condition can be here again, or just once, not repeating itself, or terms of use, or payment methods, or shipping guide, or estimated delivery time. So I do ship between 2 to 4 weeks. Free shipping on everything. I sell to 35 countries. I will send you that country information as well when I decide, or once you get to that point, then I will send you. And I've already explained everything, so that'll be perfect. Thank you guys so much, and we'll hear from you guys when you guys get back to me. Goodbye.